I noticed it first in the silence. That subtle shift, like the air between us had grown heavy, charged with something I couldn't name. She wasn't angry, not in the way I'd recognize. She just didn't see me anymore. I tried to shake it off at first, blaming work stress, fatigue, anything that didn't put my heart on edge. But then the missed calls started, the texts left unopened for hours, and the way she would look right through me, her eyes somewhere else, her laugh lighter than it had been in years. I remember sitting on the edge of our bed one Thursday night, phone in hand, staring at a message that hadn't been answered. I tried to summon the patience I didn't have. "Where are you?" I typed, deleted, typed again, each iteration heavier with dread. She walked in, smiling, completely normal, completely unaware, or pretending to be. I said nothing. I couldn't. Something inside me was breaking quietly, like ice cracking beneath a weight I couldn't see. Then came the day I warned her. I tried to reach her before she left for work, before she stepped out the door into whatever world I wasn't allowed to enter. I said, "Go, and our marriage ends." She laughed. That laugh. It was light, almost musical, but it carried a sharpness that cut through my chest. "You always make things so dramatic," she said, tossing her keys onto the counter. She didn't meet my eyes. She didn't even hesitate. She just left. And in that moment, every ounce of fear I'd been suppressing became a sharp, piercing certainty. She had already gone. At first, I questioned myself. Maybe I was imagining it. Maybe I was overreacting. I replayed every interaction, every text, every missed dinner. Had I read too much into a joke, a work obligation? But the truth is, I had never felt this disconnected from someone who shared my bed. Something was there. I just didn't have proof. Not yet. Then the signs became impossible to ignore. Hidden notifications. Whispers of messages that vanished too quickly. A faint smell on her clothes that wasn't mine. I tried to confront it logically, to ground myself in reality instead of suspicion. But every logical explanation collapsed under its own weight. I was seeing ghosts, but I couldn't unsee the patterns forming. Her phone face down on the nightstand, her laughter on the phone just a beat too long, the way she flinched when I entered the room unannounced. The confirmation came quietly, almost accidentally. I was looking for a bill she had misplaced, rifling through papers, when I saw her phone light up on the counter. I froze. Name I didn't recognize flashing across the screen, a message that made my stomach twist. I shouldn't have looked. I knew it, but I couldn't stop myself. The words were simple, terrifying in their casualness. "Can't wait to see you tonight." I dropped the phone. It clattered against the tile, but she didn't hear it. By the time she walked in, I was standing there, frozen between disbelief and fury. "Who is he?" I demanded, voice cracking, barely containing years of buried hurt. Her eyes widened, not with shock, but guilt? Relief? "It's not what you think," she started, but I stopped listening. Every denial felt rehearsed. Every excuse felt like a betrayal layered over another. The memories hit me next, relentless. Our first anniversary dinner, the late-night walks, the mornings we shared coffee and secrets. Each one now felt tainted, each touch reinterpreted in the light of what I had discovered. I had loved her with everything I had, and she had walked past that, leaving me to wonder if I had ever truly known her. I confronted her that night, sitting across from her at the kitchen table, the same place we had planned our lives together. I saw her guilt, but I also saw something else, an unwillingness to let go, a selfishness wrapped in justification. "I needed attention," she admitted finally, almost whispered. I felt invisible. And in that moment, the choice became clear. I could rage, beg, or break myself trying to force her to stay. Or I could step away, reclaim myself from the wreckage of betrayal. I chose the latter. The next days were quiet, hollow. We didn't fight. We didn't yell. I packed what I could carry, leaving behind only memories and broken trust. She watched, silent, and I realized something profound. I was not the villain. I was the one who survived the collapse of someone else's choices. Walking away was painful. It hurt in ways I didn't expect, an ache that lingered in empty spaces, a quiet grief that accompanied me everywhere. But I also felt Free. Free from the lies, from the laughter that cut like knives, from the isolation disguised as love. And as I closed the door behind me for the last time, I whispered to myself, not in anger, not in regret, but in quiet, firm certainty, I will heal. I will remember. But I will not be defined by her betrayal. And one day, I will love again, wiser, stronger, and unafraid. Because some losses are brutal, yes, but they're also the first steps toward reclaiming the life that's truly yours.